Hello, this is not a full review of the Vinta II, but just a couple quick points. I just got the bag, and so I'm not ready to do a review yet, but I just want to show you some interesting things on one type of rig that can fit. In case you're wondering, this is the monotone gray. And a couple really quick points before I get into the camera pack. If you were to put a charger in either the back or front section of this front area, it will fit. It'll just take a little bit of persuading to get both magnets in. But it is very narrow slots there. Think about your wallet and your cell phone and your keys. Anyway, as I promised, I'm going to be very brief here, and I will do a comprehensive review after I use the bag for a couple weeks. I chose to set this up for a gig tomorrow and leave this zipper fully open because I think this is enough padding and protection. I don't want to have to unzip this. But if you're shooting with Sony mirrorless, you can fit in here an A9 with the G Master zoom and an A7R3 or an A9 with a 50mm 1.4 Zeiss. And my third lens is a Batis 25 with the hood reversed. So I have pretty much from 25mm to 200 covered. You couldn't fit any more in there, obviously. And there are a bunch of other dividers that it comes with, so you only see the one long divider and the one short one. In addition to what you see there, you get a small one, a medium one, and another medium one. So if I had an 85 here instead, I should be able to get something else in over there. So, depending on how tall the lens is, you can't put a super tall lens in this bag because the depth is not there compared to a bag that's taller like these two. So you're gonna have to lay lenses down when they're pro glass, except for something like a 55mm 1.8. So I just wanted to give you guys a look for you Sony guys, how tall this pack is, how much depth it has rather, but looking at it from this vantage point, what you're dealing with a Sony kit. To be honest, when I first saw this section here, I said, man, this is gonna be tight for two bodies. But for mirrorless, this is perfect. I really don't need to carry much more than that. I did get this this accessory pack that goes up here, and just like this section, I leave it unzipped and I actually turned it sideways. Normally this would be 45 degrees turned. I'm actually keeping my moneymaker strap in here. I dual wield with these two rigs. So I'll have these two cameras on my shoulders at all times with the dual moneymaker. And if you're interested in how I hook them up, I actually use Peak Design gear and I customize this strap to work. So I have one clip on one of these clips onto the bottom of the rig here, and then the other one clips onto over here, and that's my safety leash. But that's in another review. If I wanted to put a flash in here, I can put one flash in there, a speed light, and there's not much more room in there. A Zeiss 55 doesn't fit in there. So you're just looking at one speed light or some smaller glass. like a Bass 25 and a Zeiss 55. Put a little divider in there and you'll be good. You have a couple pockets here. These are stitched here, so you have 1, 2, 3. And I tried to hook up my tripod to the sides, both sides, and it works pretty well. I'm very surprised about it. Overall, I'm really pleased with the way it looks, and I'm anxious to use it. I'm kind of a man of many bags, similar to a woman with her purses. You kind of need a bag for every day, different days, depending on where you're going, depending on what you're packing. I guess I'll add a couple more points here. There is a laptop sleeve here and a pocket, and when that shuts, you have the ability to get into the laptop when you open up the top of the bag. That's all I got for you tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this bit of information and it helps in some way.